Hello and welcome back to Hyperdimension Neptunia, you action unleashed, the Let's Play Blind with Neo Rambler. Right then, I apologise it's been a while since the last video, but I went to Florida as you know, and then I couldn't get a video done over the weekend because I was quite busy. But my work hours have been cut, unfortunately, so I've got some extra time on my hands. So in the meantime, we can do, not necessarily extra videos, but I can chase up on some videos I should have done, you know, over the weekend and stuff like that. So yeah, but anyway, that said and done, I have also been doing some grinding off screen, so the girls are a little bit more higher leveled. I'll show you the setups for all of them for now. So this is Neptune setup, a little bit the same as before. This is Noir and Blanc, Vert, Nepgear, Uni, Ram, and Dengekiko and Famitsu. So yeah, that's their current setup at the moment, and levels and stuff. So some of them are higher than others, just depending on what I was doing quest-wise to grind for medals, to get some more stuff. Now I really want to get, what was I working on? I want to get the super, I do want to get the Super Malai, because that's Blanc's ultimate weapon, or Blanc, sorry, my bad. Blanc's ultimate weapon. I was also working on... What was I also working on?
Yes.
Wasn't this?
Yes.
New...
You got it.
Can't remember what it was.
Yes.
Was it this? Nope. Just trying to find out what it was.
Why, yes.
Nope.
You got it.
Oh yeah, trying to work on... Oh, we've got power 20, that's good. Trying to get the Elegant Black, which is Famitsu's ultimate weapon. There is a way to do it, it just takes a while, so hopefully with a few new quests we do today we can open up some more quests that have some more of these monsters available to grind on.
Yes.
I want to get this is Uni's ultimate weapon, again easy enough to do, it just takes a little while. Nothing here that I particularly want, but I suppose Bomber Kit X and Guard X might be quite useful, so maybe. We've done the huge Dogos.
Why, yes.
Whales...
Yep.
Can't remember how I've managed all that. Can't remember.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been doing some of the basic quests as well. They drop more than one coin, you see, to get the thing, so that's alright.
Okay.
Obviously these I don't really care about. So yeah, so other than that, we're actually doing pretty well for the equipment front and the coins and all that, so we're okay. Command list is as it is. Lily rank again, I haven't really bothered with it, but it's got higher and higher, so... You know, I don't know if I can be bothered really with all this. It just takes too long, you know. I think we'll leave it for now. I know some people have said, oh, it'd be good if you did, but it's just too much of a faff. So we'll carry on. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not really going to do much. So, we've got a quest here that's new. We've got a load of new quests here at the Frigid Shock Snowfield, which I think is a new area. We've got Valtyr's Path's got a new quest. So a lot of them are partners, so they're like specific characters you've got to use and what have you. But that's okay, you know, they're all new stuff. There is a... random, no, not a random quest, I forget what these quests are called now. The mystery quests, let's call them that. So yeah, there's a few new quests here and there. I haven't done any new ones off screen, I've just been doing the old ones again and again and again. So don't panic thinking, oh, he's done all the... No, I haven't gone on ahead like that. I think what we'll do is we'll start with a random quest like this. And, who are we going to have? I think we'll have Neptune and... Neptune. Yes, that sounds good.
Is this alright?
We'll see what we can do.
Now loading.
So yeah, so I've done some grinding, and other than that, that's about it really. So we're going to carry on with the quest. While we're doing the quest, we can talk about E3, can't we? Yeah, so there's something to talk about because
Here I go.
Obviously the E3 conference is currently going on at the time of this recording, and I did see most of the Xbox Live, the Xbox conference, or Microsoft's Xbox conference live. I watched it with Rich Review Tech, who streamed it on his channel when I watched it on his channel because he gives good commentary. I like the Rich Review Tech, he's very good. Review Tech USB, he's cool. So yeah, so thoughts and feelings about the conference. It was a pretty okay conference, you know, overall it was pretty safe. A couple of silly bits here and there, but overall nothing to write home about. Some interesting news, of course, they've released a new Xbox console, Xbox One X. Currently now going to be the most powerful console on the planet. I think it has a 6... I don't know how they measure it. It's a 6.0, I think it's at 6.0 teraflops APU or something like that. I forget. But it's got a really powerful APU and all that, and it's got a special sort of cooling system. It's vaporware cooling system or something like that. So I suppose they're pretty cool. It's capable of rendering games in 4K. I don't know if it's native 4K though. I don't know if it was clear enough on that or not. So correct me if I'm wrong if it is or isn't native 4K. I don't know. I'm not going to say, but it might do similar to what the PS4 Pro does and just upscales it to 4K or uses clever tricks to make it look like a 4K image. But I know it's more powerful than the PS4 Pro. The PS4 Pro is like 4.2 teraflops on its APU, and this is 6. So it probably can do 4K gaming pretty well. Oh, we've done the quest already. Oh, that was quick.
We've finished the quest.
Oh, that was easy. Just kill a whale then, I guess.
That's that.
Cool. Got 15 medals for the whale though. That's useful. And she's leveled up quite nicely as well. Excellent. Okay, well, we'll get back to the Microsoft thing in a minute. Oh, we can get back to it now, actually. Okay, so that's that quest done. Let's see. Any other sort of generic one? Oh, bye-bye. Let's do level 3? Alright, well, let's give it a go then. So we'll have Netgear and Uni. Oh no, Uni's high level up. Rom? No. Ram? No. Dankikiko? No. Ver? Yeah, Ver. Let's have Ver. I'm just trying to level them up evenly-ish, roughly, you know. But yeah, no, yeah, it's certainly the most powerful console, and they showed some games off, some exclusives, some words. I can't remember that many off the top of my head. Some of them looked okay, some of them... I wasn't really that excited about the Xbox games, to be honest with you, all the games that are sort of third-party. Never played Crackdown 1 or 2, not really been that interested in it, so I wasn't excited for Crackdown 3. And a few other bits and bobs. It was a good conference for people who like Xbox, let's just say that. Nothing special, but nothing bad. But yeah, in terms of the Xbox One X, it's a cool looking device. It's a little bit smaller, I think, than the... I think it's a little bit smaller than the Xbox One S. And it's going to be priced at £449 in the UK and $500 in the US, and I've got to be honest with you, I don't think it's going to sell, you know, as many as people think it's going to sell. 450 quid for a console, even though it's very powerful, is, well, it's a lot to ask for. I mean, Sony tried to do it years ago with the PS3 and it backfired horribly, and that was considered the most powerful console of its time back then. I don't think it's like going to bomb for Microsoft. I think a few million units will be sold, but it's certainly not going to kick PS4's ass. I don't think Sony's got much to worry about, to be honest with you. And the only reason why I say that is because it'll just go the same route as the PS4 Pro. PS4 Pro, only 1 in 5 PS4s currently in use as a Pro, or 1 in 5 sold as a Pro currently. It'll be the same for the Xbox One X. And a lot of the games that are being released for the Xbox One coming up recently, the Xbox One X is backwards compatible with all Xbox One titles, and yes, it can upscale and make them look nicer and stuff like that. But to really see any difference, you need a 4K telly. I mean, they did say, you know, oh look, you could, you can see differences with the 1080p. But personally, I don't think it's worth 450 quid. I mean, if you haven't got an Xbox yet, do you know what? I still think it's worth getting an Xbox One S. It really is. Because the Xbox One S has the 4K Blu-ray Ultra player in it, which the Xbox One X also has. And if you don't have a 4K telly, it's just not worth the extra graphical upgrade. It really isn't. I'd buy an Xbox One S and save yourself £150 to £200, depending on how much the Xbox One S is going to be now in the UK, and use that to buy more games. Because if all the games that are coming out are going to be backwards compatible with the Xbox One S, there's just really no point in upgrading, or the original Xbox. There's really no point in upgrading. I don't think. I just don't think it's an attractive enough proposal, and there are no games at the current moment that are going to push the Xbox One X to its limits. There's a couple that were coming up. There's a new BioWare game that might push it a bit, and a couple of other games that are going to be upscaled to the Xbox One X. But I personally think you're not going to see the full potential behind that console, because it's, excuse me, it's not the next Xbox console. It's just going to be like splintering the market. It won't really save Xbox's position. It'll just salvage what's already done. I mean, it's recovered well. Since the bundle that the fundle or the fumble they did, that's the word for it, fumble. The fumble they did when they first brought out the Xbox One with the Kinect, and they forced you it with the Kinect for like 430 quid or whatever it was back then. You know, yeah, it was a lot of money. So I just don't think it's going to be a game changer, that's all. I think it'll sell okay, and I think die-hard Xbox fans are going to buy it. And I might get one in the future, but when it's like second hand or cut down, like when it's about 300 quid maybe tops, I'm not going to bother spending any more on that. And that's it really. I don't know why I'm just running around this field really. I'm not trying to buy time or anything. I think it's like you've got to help find the monsters. I think we've just got to find these monsters spawn or something, so I'm assuming this is like a patient type of quest. If nothing happens after the next two, I'll leave it and we'll come out and see what we really have to do for this one. But yeah, but I said, but it wasn't a bad conference. Like, I'm not knocking Microsoft's conference. I think it was okay. I just think that people have hyped the Scorpio, just now the Xbox One X. Here we are. The Xbox One X. I think people have just hyped it up, and it's an impressive piece of kit. Don't get me wrong. I mean, when they were talking about the tech specs and the way they've built it and made the cooling system work on it and all that, it's a cool piece of kit. I'm not knocking the Xbox One X and saying it's rubbish. It is not. It's a cool piece of kit. I just don't think it's something. It's not something that Sony's got to worry about. I think what's going to happen is they need to. It's when it comes to the next generation of consoles. I think Sony's okay for now. I don't think Sony should panic. And what was? Oh, we've done it. I thought it was a patient quest.
I did it.
And I thought as well, the other major thing about the Xbox conference as well is they didn't mention VR or augmented reality that much, even though they were kind of coming across that. The Project Scorpio is going to be able to handle mixed reality and VR and AR and all that stuff. Never mentioned VR or AR once during the conference. So whether they've done that on purpose to try and downplay VR, despite the fact that Sony apparently have sold over 1 million VR headsets. I'd like to get a Sony VR headset. I really would. I have tried one and I liked it. I would like to get a Sony VR headset. I haven't got a PS4 still though, and I'll probably wait for a long time. But maybe in the future I might collect one and try it then when games come out for it and all that. I'd like it, but yeah, maybe Microsoft are trying to think to themselves, well, let's downplay VR, because it hasn't really sold as many as people thought it was. It's too expensive, VR headsets. Maybe Microsoft's like, well, maybe we can downplay it, so if we bank on the fact that VR isn't really been the big hits people think it's going to be, then we should be alright, So it's a bit of a gamble on their behalf, but we'll see what happens. You never know. Okay, I heard a powerful monster appeared nearby. Could you beat it and let me be at the scene before you win? I'd like to add it to my resume. Okay.
Right.
Cool. So I'm going to use Vert, and I'm going to use Nepgear again.
Let us go.
But let's use Vert first. So that was interesting. So I'll be interested in what Sony's got to offer. I don't know what Sony's going to offer. I don't think it's going to be new hardware. Probably just some more games plans. Perhaps they won't release any new hardware. If they did, it'll be a panic response. Maybe they might release a PS4 Pro Slim or a new PS4 Pro with a 4K DVD player, but I don't think they will do that because that will piss off the current PS4 Pro owners. So yeah, why they didn't put a 4K Ultra Blu-ray player in the PS4 Pro, I'll never know that. I really don't know. Maybe because they thought that because the PS4 Pro can't natively do 4K, there is no point in putting one in. Maybe that's what they were thinking of. They just thought, well, we could put one in, but if the console can't actually do native 4K, what's the point? It will only push up the price of the unit, So maybe that's what they were thinking. And Xbox One X have basically just said, well, I don't know if it can do native. It did say, however, Microsoft, going back to Microsoft, they did say that it can do 4K at 60 frames per second. If that's true, that would be pretty impressive for a console anyway. Because 4K on the PS4 is really quite choppy apparently. I think you can get 30 frames per second max on it at 4K.
I let my guard down.
Sorry, I got distracted by Vert's revealing guitar. She's very sexy, isn't she? What was I trying to say? When a PS4 tries to render either an upscaled 4K or whatever tricks it does to come across with a 4K image, it does apparently buffer the frame rate. It really smegs it up, and people really want. If you're going to get 4K, people are really obsessed with 60 frames per second nowadays. They didn't used to in the past, but now they are, which is fair enough because I think 60 frames per second is pretty cool. I mean, personally, I'm happy with 30 frames per second. To be honest with you, I've played so many games in 30 frames per second and lots of games in 60 in the past. Anything between 30 and 60 is fine. I'm not a diehard. It has to be 6 frames per second, or it's fucking ruined. No, because otherwise gaming, I would have not really been into gaming as much as I have. 30 frames is absolutely fine in my opinion. I have no problem with it. But anyway, that's probably why Sony didn't bother with a 4K Blu-ray player. It was just basically say, well, what's the point, But, you know, it would have been nice to have the option, because at least they could probably render 4K movies or 4K video like the Xbox One S and One X can, which would have been nice for someone thinking, oh, I want a high-end Blu-ray system, you know, even though everything's mostly going digital nowadays for movies and music. And people are now being able to stream it in HD and even possibly in 4K. Oh, excuse me. Streaming websites like Movies and Music and stuff like that, then yeah, you kind of could argue, well, yeah, again, Blu-ray's probably becoming a bit more redundant nowadays. It's becoming not a dead format, but it's not the dominating format of media these days, really, apart from games. So, and even then, Nintendo Switch, for example, has gone back to using SD cards or cartridges, or whatever you want to call them. So I don't know, and it's rumours that the next consoles, if there is going to be next consoles, will be digital only. I hope not, because that will kill the pre-owned market. It's inevitable, really. I wouldn't be surprised if it did do it. But what was I saying? Yeah, I'm going off on a bit of a tangent now. Sorry, I've lost my train of thought. The point being is I don't think Sony should be worried about Microsoft's Xbox One X. I think Sony should just stick to their guns and just say, yeah, we acknowledge the Xbox One X is a cool console, but it hasn't got any VR options. We do. We've already got it all set up, and we can drop the price. If they start going, right, PS4 Pro is going to be, you know, 300 quid or whatever, or bundle it with a VR headset for 400 or 450, maybe they could do that. That'd be a good option. If they actually could be brave enough to bundle the PS4 Pro with a VR headset for like 450, 500 quid, that would be a good buy. That would definitely make people think, ooh, Xbox One X most powerful console ever, but Sony have got the PS4 Pro with the VR. Ooh, yeah, if Sony did something like that, that'll kick Microsoft's bucket a little bit. I don't know if they can afford to do that, or whether it's feasible financially or from a business perspective, but if they did that, that would be quite interesting. I think that's what Sony should do, really. Just play to what they've got. Okay, yeah, we'll do that then. Screw you. You know, yes, we acknowledge the Xbox One X is more powerful, but we've already got an established base of over 60 million consoles altogether. We're still making sure our games are PS4 backwards compatible. And we've got the VR headset, so screw you. And we've got some more developers developing some VR games, you know. That's where we're going to invest the money in. That's what they should do. If they do something like that for E3, then yeah, it will take the shine off Microsoft's Xbox One X. Definitely. But we'll see what happens, I don't know. They'll probably just release games and stuff like that. Maybe some price cuts, hopefully, but we'll see. But yeah, but even so, I'm interested in what Nintendo's got to offer. I know Nintendo aren't doing a full-on E3 conference, they haven't done that for a few years now. But I want to know what's coming out for the Switch. Like, are there any new surprises, or what are the current release dates for the Switch games? Because I really would like to get a Switch. My sort of personal interest in E3 this year is the Switch, to be honest with you. Yeah, that's about it. That's all I've got to say so far. I mean, I didn't see the Bethesda conference. I said I'm not really a Bethesda diehard fan. I do like Bethesda games in terms of the main ones like The Elder Scrolls and Fallout 4, Fallout 3 and New Vegas, and I did like 4 as well. I did like 4. It wasn't. I think the combat was really good in Fallout 4, so I didn't mind it so much. I was a bit annoyed that it simplified some of the RPG mechanics, but not to the point where it ruined the game. I actually thought it was quite good still. You know, apart from that, there aren't really any games coming out that I'm like, oh, I can't wait for that to come out. It's kind of like, nah. Maybe it's my age. Maybe as I'm getting older, I'm like, wow. The games, you know, actually there is a couple of games I'm looking forward to. There's Super Mario Odyssey for the Switch. That looks pretty good. And Sonic Mania, good old retro version of Sonic the Hedgehog. That hopefully is going to be good. I know people aren't so excited for it because they're like, oh, it's just another Sonic game. And yes, okay, it's nice to see Sonic back where he belongs, but why can't they just make a good, up-to-date, modern-day Sonic game? You know, they've just sucked at it for so many years now. You think, yeah, fair enough, but if they haven't got it right by now, guys, when it comes to making Sonic games for the more modern era, then fuck it, just go back to retro, go back to the Mega Drive glory days, and just do that, because I think people would be happy. You know, charge, what, 10, 20 bucks for the game, maybe, no more than that, or 10, 15 pounds for the game, and just make it a damn good homage, or a damn good 2D, you know, platformer game like it was in the day, with some creative levels, some good graphics, sprite animations and all that. I think it'll do Sega well. It won't make millions for Sega, of course not, but I think it's the best way to go for Sonic, just to give it some love and attention and recovery. But we'll see. They've also got a new Sonic game coming out anyway that is for the modern era, so we'll see what that's going to... I forget what it was called now. It was Sonic... Oh, I can't remember what it was called. I'm not that particularly interested in it, but we'll see. I haven't seen much on it either, though. So because I haven't seen much on it, I don't know what it's going to be like. It might be really good, so I shall give it a chance. We're done with this quest? I think we're done now. We done? Yeah, we're done. So yeah, but anyway, that's my sort of take on the Xbox, Microsoft Xbox conference. And like I said, Bethesda I didn't really watch, not really bothered. I didn't watch the EA one either, because I'm not really not fussed about, say, Star Wars Battlefront 2 or anything like that. Hopefully it's the game that Star Wars Battlefront should have been, which I think's a con then for the people who bought like the fucking Master Edition or whatever it was for like 130 quid back in the day, you know. That was it last year it was? Or the year before when they brought out Star Wars Battlefront, and you could pay like £120 for like the amazing version and you got fuck all for it. You know, we'll see. It does look quite good from the trailers I've seen, so if it has a good campaign mode maybe, or they fleshed it out a bit, then I'm sure with the release of Star Wars Episode 8 it's going to be another seller. We'll see. But that was the only thing over EA that was any interest. I didn't really care for EA that much, to be honest with you either. Right, anyway, what have we got? Oh, it's Vert's B-Day suit. Oh, we can skip through this because we know this.
Now loading.
And I'm not putting on the birthday suits on or anything. I'm just putting the easily terrible ones on for strategic purposes, because when their suits get torn, then they get extra points, or they get extra X drive. They can transform straight away. It's kind of useful actually in battle. Yes, it's pervy, but whatever. I'm over that now. Thank God. So yeah, but we'll see. I'm looking forward to Sony's conference. We'll see what Sony's got to offer, and we'll take it from there. Right, anyway, we've done that one. Rare species. I found a rare monster species, so you'd be interested in that. It's not like I couldn't beat them or anything. Alright, let's give it a go then. So let's have Netgear and Noir? Yeah, let's have Netgear and Noir.
Let's go.
Like I said, I'm trying to sort of evenly level them up.
Now loading.
Not that it matters, but I've always been a bit like that, unless somebody says, just go full on this. The only game that I've recently done the opposite and gone on full on a stat was Dark Souls with the endurance stat, because I'm just like, I like stamina to be able to swing and be mad with my weapon attacks and stuff like that. Dolan must fall. Okay. At least we've got some more loon. Monsters here. I think they're loon anyway. I don't know. I'm talking about the flower monsters. Oh, watermelon things. Oh, these are new. Oh, and Nebgear has leveled up. Good girl. Excellent. But yeah, that's it really. There's not much more to be said really about the conference so far. I mean, gaming at the moment, yeah, it's been quiet. I've been collecting Wii U games again. I've been rebuying back all my Wii U games I had to sell last Christmas and last Christmas. So I've been buying them back. I've been recently playing on the Wii U. I've finished Breath of the Wild. I've done Breath of the Wild, which I really enjoyed. I won't call it the greatest game ever made, like some people are, or one of the greatest games ever made, but it's a damn good game. You know, it does what it does well. Not necessarily an original title, but it's a good title. It's a good game. You know, and I wasn't even a Zelda fan, and I enjoyed it. Definitely got me more interested in the Zelda franchise. So yeah, if you haven't had a chance to play Breath of the Wild yet, and you're thinking about getting Breath of the Wild for a Switch or for a Wii U, do get it. It's worth a go. It really is. And we're just playing. Well, I'm playing with my sister anyway. We're playing Project Zero or Fatal Frame: Maiden of Blackwater. Is it Maiden of Blackwater? Yeah, Maiden of Blackwater, the latest Fatal Frame game for the Wii U, which got mixed reviews when it came out. A lot of people said that you know, it's not as scary as the original Fatal Frame games, and people didn't like the fact that the girls were sexualised up in it, because there's a mechanic in the game where there's a lot of characters you play who are female, and they have kind of like short skirts on, and it's like, you know, outfits that are not practical for ghost hunting or that bollocks. But there's a mechanic in the game where if you get wet, when you get wet, the water makes your clothes go see-through, or like, you know, when you get wet and you're wearing like thin clothing, you can see through it, and you can see like the girl's bikini and see the ass crack and all that MacGuffin. People are like, oh, that's really rude and really pervy, and you know, that shouldn't be allowed. But I've got to be honest with you, it's tame compared to this game. You know, people really slam that, saying, "Oh, it's inappropriate," and I just think, well, yeah, I won't say that. You know, you could argue it's necessary because the male character that you're playing it, his clothes don't go see-through. So I think, yeah, I can see what you mean. If you're going to do it to the girls, do it to the male character. Otherwise, don't do it at all. You know, I get that, but personally, I think it's only it's not as tame compared to what most people think. And I will say this, in terms of the game's story and voice acting, the story's interesting, but it's not very well written. It's got like sort of Metal Gear Solid syndrome or Hideo Kojima syndrome, where story's good but it's really badly written, like it repeats itself a lot and it repeats a lot of the points going on. It kind of does it so all the characters you play are on the same level, so it's kind of like saying, well, we do repeat a lot of what's going on, but it's because you play as different characters and they don't know what's going on, so they have to discover for themselves what's going on. But as a player, you're like, yeah, I know, but I know all this, I've read this like 4 times now. And there's a lot of backtracking in the game as well. Having said that though, oh yeah, and the control scheme is not great either. The controls are pretty hard to get used to, they're not the best. Having said that though, I still think it's an underrated Wii U game. I'm really enjoying playing it. It does get very creepy. There are some very creepy moments in it. There are moments where it's actually quite scary and tense. The Wii U gamepad acts as the main controller and you use it to take pictures on it. If you're not sure what the Fatal Frame gaming series is about, it's basically a horror game where rather than using weapons and stuff to fight enemies, specifically in this case ghosts, use a camera, and you have these special cameras that when you take pictures of can damage ghosts, and also take pictures of things that are invisible and bring them to reality, that kind of thing. It's pretty cool actually, it's a really neat mechanic, and like I said, if you haven't checked them out yet, do check out the first 2 Fatal Frame games. Fucking scary, man. They are scary games. Still hold up well today. But even so, the Wii U version made in the Black Water got average reviews. I really like it. I think it's an underrated Wii U classic. And what's really annoying about it is if you want to get a copy of the game to play on the Wii U, it's fucking hard because when they released it, they released a physical copy in Japan, a standalone physical copy, and I think they released a limited edition as well. But weirdly enough, when they did decide to bring it over to the West, in North America when they released it, they changed it in Japan and in Europe. It's called Project Zero. Or I think in Japan it's just called Zero or something like that, but I think it's Project Zero. In North America they call it Fatal Frame, which is why most people tend to call it Fatal Frame, but it's also called Project Zero. And I prefer Fatal Frame, but, you know, whatever, so I've got Project Zero. Same game, just different name. What's really annoying though is in North America, if you want to get the version of the game in North America, it's a download-only game, so you can only get it from the Nintendo eShop. I don't believe there are any physical copies out for it in North America. So if you're a North American person who wants to play it, you've got to download it. There's no option unless you buy a Wii U that's multi-regional, or you buy a Power Wii U, or you're good with Japanese and you buy a Japanese Wii U and all that bollocks. Or you, like I said, you get a multi-regional Wii U and you buy either the English version or the Japanese version. So that's irritating. If you're a collector, you'll have to download it and hope your Wii U survives in terms of its hard drive, which you probably will do. But also, the physical copies you could get in Europe, they only release them as limited edition copies. And hang on, I'll just read this first before I carry on. Is that Overlord really? Okay, he looks strong, but anyways, can you stop before things get out of hand? Sure, yeah. No problem, no. We'll have Blanc, I think. Yep, Blanc, and what's for like level 14 now? What's step gear like 37? That's fine. Let's have no more. Yeah, if you want to get a physical copy of it in English, you can only get it in Europe and the UK and PAL territories, and they only released it as a limited edition. And there's not many of them out there. There's only a few thousand copies out there, so you've got to pay a pretty fucking penny if you want to get a copy of it, a physical copy of it in English, because you have to get the PAL version. There's no other way around it, the European version. And yeah, it only came out in limited edition. It never came out as a standalone physical copy. And at least the limited edition copy comes with the game in the blue Wii U case, comes with the steelbook case, art book, poster, etc. So it's not a bad limited edition, yeah, it's typical. But that's the only physical copy version you can get. You cannot get a standalone. You cannot get a standalone bloody physical copy of it, unless only in Japan can you do that. So yeah, the prices have gone astronomically high. And I tried to get it when it came out, but it was sold out. I couldn't pre-order it in time. That was how quick it sold. Probably by scalpers as well. So yeah, it's a bit of a pain. So if you're interested in getting a copy, especially a physical one, and you're in Europe or North America and you want an English version, get one now while they're still, you know, within reach. It's still expensive. I mean, you are buying it as a collector's piece, really. But I want to play the game and all that. But yeah, the prices of them are high, and they're only going to get higher in the future. I can guarantee that. But it's not bad. I'm playing it. I'm enjoying it. I can't wait to see more of it personally. I haven't finished it yet. I'm playing it with my sister over the weekends, but I'm enjoying it, and I really want to go out and play the originals now as well. There was also one that came out on the Wii before the Wii U version, but they only came out in Japan. Although apparently there's a fan-translated version of the Wii version, which I might see if I can get access to. I don't know how, but I'll see if I can play that as well, because that one's supposed to be better than the Wii U version, just not as original. But personally, I quite like the Wii U version. I've got a problem with it. it's fun. I think if you're going into it as a hardcore horror game, it's not a hardcore horror game. It's not as good as the originals, but it has got some good scary moments, like I said. But it's a fun game. It really is fun. You can have a lot of fun with it. And the controls aren't that bad. You get used to how clunky and tanky they are. But the gamepad working as the camera is actually alright. Again, it's not great, but it's alright. It's not unbearable. Unless you absolutely love pinpoint perfect controls. If you do, then you probably will have a hard time. But it is playable. It's certainly not unplayable. I don't care what anybody says. It's not an unplayable game. Far from it. Definitely worth a go. So yeah, so that's what I've been doing in my spare time and downtime. All that. So yeah, other than that, not really much else to say other than just let's keep beating up monsters. I mean, these quests have been pretty bland. That's because it gets a bit repetitive. I'm not enjoying this game, by the way. I really am. It's just I'm not really sure what to talk about when basically just smashing up monsters over and oh, is it quest done? I think it's quest done. It is done. Yeah, you can usually tell when the quest is done because the monsters just stop attacking and they just stay stationary. And if you attack those monsters while they're there, they don't lose any damage or health. Wow, 295 medals for Cutie Kitty. Jesus.
Looks like I'm stronger now.
Fair play. Well, I have to check the medal counters now, see if we've got anything extra.
Yes.
Let's have a look. Medal collection. Cutie Kitties. Ah, right. No, oh no, that's the medal ones. Ah, that's Cutie.
Right.
Is that Cutie Kitty? Yes, it is.
Yes.
So we've got power 20. Power 50, and that's Vert's ultimate weapon is Arid Bar. Oh, I might do that off screen actually. Yeah, I'll do that off screen tonight. Awesome. So we nearly got Vert's weapon then. Okay, cool. That's really easy. I mean, 295 cute medals. Wow. That's not really too hard, really, then, is it?
Yep.
Right. Ram Adventure character set quest. I want to make a novel about cute and energetic girls in adventure. Can you please help? All right. Yes. Cool. Shouldn't be too hard then. Perfect timing, actually. They're probably the next girls to level up.
Now loading.
I mean, these girls, when you play as them, when they're in the normal form, they're quite hard to handle. But when they go into their HDD form, they're just fucking porn. They're really easy to porn. They just porn the field because they just basically just float around and just shoot stuff. Oh, locate the exit. Oh, I see. It's one of those kinds of quests. Okay. Oh no, monsters have appeared.
Awesome! That was me.
Okay. Well, hopefully. Should be alright, yeah, they're quite pushovers, these monsters, aren't they? Easy enough, easy as you like it. To be fair though, we do need more whale coins though, so we might as well kill them while we're here. And also penguins and all that, I'm not sure if, Oh, I thought I was damaging that whale, I didn't realise the whale was doing massive damage to me, damn it. Well, time to OD this shit. This is what I mean, she can just go back and forth, and just shoot this laser beam. Well, in the case of, Ron, it's this weird sort of diagonally vertical comet ice attack, but it just pawns. It really does. Keep your distance or get a bit close and just stick there and just boom, boom. There's nothing you can do to get past you. It's very OP, this me. Ram's is better because Ram is like a laser beam that just goes straight through the enemies, and again you're just gliding around so you can just shoot, and it's got long range as well. So it's just OP really. You can just do this forever until your X drive runs out. Yeah, I think the one thing they have balanced right with this game with this move is that it doesn't really do up your X drive gauge that well. So at least the game tried to balance it a bit, I guess. So you can see we're about to run out of X drive gauge pretty quick now. Let's see if I can use the blizzard attacks. That's quite powerful. Yeah. So yeah, it's powerful, but it doesn't let you completely and utterly walk all over this because yeah, like the X drive doesn't go up very high, or goes down pretty quick when you use it. So that's fair enough for the game. But even so, it's still easy to use. But when they're in this mode, they're quite slow and clunky. But yeah, nothing biggie. But they've got this blizzard attack, which is really good. Boom! There's a fair bit of damage there. But anyway, I've also got a bit of a cold, by the way, so I'm sorry if I might be sneezing in a moment actually. So I apologise if I'm a bit sniffly or my voice sounds a bit croaky because we've got a virus. First time I've had a virus in months. I'm not going to lie, I've been a bit worried because I've been drinking a lot of alcohol, as you know, and I think I've pickled my liver or really damaged it because it wasn't reacting to any viruses or colds. When people were getting sick, I was fine, and I didn't do anything different to prevent myself getting sick. Like I didn't keep washing my hands more than I usually do, stay at home more than I usually did. I was in contact with a lot of people who were getting sick anyway, and I just didn't get sick. So the fact that I've got sick now is one of two things. One, my liver's starting to work again because I've eased off on the alcohol a bit, and therefore it's getting better, and therefore it's just reacting to normal viruses and bugs. Or two, it's something quite serious. So it could be that. I'm hoping it's the latter, the former, not the latter. Of course, it's the bloody latter. But I'm hoping it's the latter. The former. Why the latter? No, I don't want to die yet. Of course I don't. Not yet, anyway. I mean, I know we've all got to die. Nobody really wants to die. Of course not. Still, got a lot more pain and suffering to go through yet. Yeah, I don't know. This is going on forever. Come on, guys. There should be more. They're just going to keep indefinitely spawning. Right, blizzard attack. There we go. Boom. Right, Ram can now access HDD. I'm not going to do HDD yet because... Oh, God damn it, really? They're still coming? I mean, it just said find the exit. I mean, these enemies don't infinitely respawn, I've noticed. Or at least I haven't noticed them do that. They do eventually stop spawning. There is a set number of them. Well, there usually is anyway, in all the other quests I've done where you think, oh, it just goes on forever. It doesn't. To be fair, though, it's not actually saying we need to kill so many enemies. It just says kill enemies and move to the exit. So I'm not sure if I'm doing it right. Boom. They're still coming, aren't they? I mean, to be fair, at least we get penguin coins because we do need... I think we need penguin coins. Do we need penguin coins? I can't remember now. Boom. Boom! I love that attack. Right, they're going to keep spawning? Yeah, they are going to keep spawning, aren't they? So I've killed 100 fucking millions of... But I think we're going to get moving now. Let's leave these alone. Let's actually get moving. I would quite happily spend all day beating them up because A, it's grinding for coins, and B, you get experience as well. So, you know, as we just saw Rom here gain some levels. Oh, sorry, my cold, it sucks. It's not making me like mega ill or anything, it's just a bit... Oh, Tetri blocks. I don't think I need you anymore for those, do I? Oh my god, giant pink whale! Giant pink fluffy whale, uh-oh. This could be... Oh, I might have got myself into a bit of a Timbers. Come on, girls. Blizzard attack. Boom! Boom! Oh god, there's loads of them. Oh, this could be bad for Rom. This could be the death of Rom. Or at least not the death of Rom, but a knockout for Rom, I should say. Because they do come back after a while, don't they? When you switch characters, you don't just stay along with the other one for a bit, they do revive themselves, which is kind of nice of the game to do that. It's quite neat of it. I mean, obviously you've got to wait for it, but it's still pretty neat. But these Neptunia... Boom. Boom! There we go. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Lovely Jack. As old PewDiePie would say. But yeah. Beating them up. Oops. I might be getting copies of Hyrule Warrior and Pokken Tournament as well on the Wii U. My cousin's trying to sell games to raise money for a Switch. And since I'm collecting the Wii U games, for some reason his dad bought him multiple copies by accident of Hyrule Warriors and Pokken Tournament, so they've got like, you know, they're only 2 of each, but still multiple copies. You know, he accidentally ordered 2 of each game, so they've got like 1 sealed copy of Pokken Tournament and 1 sealed copy of Hyrule Warriors. They're like, do I want to buy it off them? And I was like, ooh, yes, I will. So I'm buying it off them a slightly discounted price, but they said I could buy it off them for like a reasonable price, brand new. And I thought, oh yeah, that'd be great, because you know, whatever. Oh, barrier removed, keep going. Oh, we had to kill a certain number of enemies then. Let's see. I'm killing Tetri boxes as well. I don't really want to kill... Ow, crap. No, I want to kill the what's it called? The whale.
Are you really okay?
I think so. Well, let's transform then, so we can kill this blood-fepping whale.
This is my true power.
Your true power is to wave and hail down ice comets of death. Nice one. Go, go, go. Rain on that rail. Make it rain. Make it rain. Millions of dollars worth of ice. There we go. Awesome. Yeah, he's down. Did you drop anything good? Of course, feckin' didn't. Did you drop any coins? I don't fucking know. Right, I'm getting out of here. Let's grab... Right, for some reason her extra is now going up a little bit more. Why is it going up more? Is it because I'm killing multiple enemies? I don't know. Right, let's get out of here. Let's roll. We need to avoid them. At least, like, we've got penguin spawn points and we've got whatever spawn points. Oh, is that the exit, is it? Oh, we've done it. Oh, right, there's probably more spawn points there. Never mind, we've done it though, that's the main thing. 83 turrets, 53 penguin, 54 whale medals.
I'm stronger now.
Good. Yeah, oh, she is stronger. Yeah, I'm going to have to stop using her for a bit. At least they're getting higher levels there. I mean, like I said, this game's pretty quick, so I'm not too worried. Oh!
Crazy fast.
See who? I can't remember what we were doing in the main story recently.
Blanc isn't here.
Blanc's with our team.
She said she had work to do, so I thought it'd be a quest thingy. I guess I was wrong. I wanted to help her.
Oh yeah, didn't they have a falling out or something like
This
that?
is certainly one of the great mysteries of Louis. Huh, partner? I quit for today. Yeah, not much else we can do. Let's examine another of Louis' great mysteries, the sealed room.
Probably not a good idea. You're probably going to end up getting grounded for a long time.
Okay, maybe Blanc will be inside. Cool! Let's spin and go back the way we came! Sealed room hole! Hole!
Okay.
Now loading!
Okay, well, whatever's. Cool. I'm sure eventually things will work out in the end. Right, let's have a look at medal collection then. What do we need? Turrets. Did I get all the... I've got all the turret stuff, so I didn't need that. That's a bummer. What was the other one we gathered? Oh yeah, penguin medals. Ooh, yes! Defense plus 20.
Okay.
Nicely done. And power kit X. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Whale medals. Where's the whale?
Yes!
Ooh, that's good. Power plus 20.
Yes!
Nice. Okay, that's fine. I can go with that.
Yes!
Coolio.
Hell yeah!
Oh, not quite 300 yet for another plus 20. Okay, no problemo. Right, that's good. So, quests. New quest has opened up. We don't really care about that at the moment, or do we?
Yep.
No, we do, don't we? The Dugu population is, or Dogo. I don't know how to pronounce that. Is it Dugu? I'm going to say Dugu. The Dugu population is trying to evolve with the help of the monsters. With love of science, can you go defeat these enemies? So, Penguin, Cold Girl, Dugu Kiss. Alright, let's do it. Let's get Ram involved again, because she needs to level up a bit. No, not Uni. Nepgear, maybe Noir. Yeah, let's get Noir.
Here we go!
So, yeah.
Now loading.
But yeah, I know this game isn't very long. I mean, I think we're hitting 30% of the quests now, or near enough that, so we haven't got far to go. But after this game, if people want me to go straight into Mega Dimension 7, I will go straight to Mega Dimension 7. It's not a problem. So we have finished Light Crusader recently. I'm still well within Dark Souls 2 for now. And Talus Principle, we're still going on with that. So yeah, I'm not going to start Mega Dimension 7 until I've done this, but if people want me to go onto it straight away, then I will. It's not a problem. We'll give it a go. So I'm looking forward to Mega Dimension 7. I've heard good things about it. It got mixed reviews though from the critics, but so did Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 3, or V. What was it? V Generation, whatever. That got mixed reviews, but I like that game. I still think the first one's the best, personally. And it wasn't then. The first one wasn't really a groundbreaking game either. But it was fun. And I think the second one started off well, and then went downhill, which was a shame. But I have heard most people have said that Nepgear's character development from the second one kind of revives itself in Mega Dimension. In Mega Dimension, she's a bit more, you know, less like, oh, I'm sorry, did I cause problems? And oh, I don't know what to do. She's a bit more sure of herself, a bit more confident. And apparently her X-Drive move is really powerful and really cool looking. So I'm looking forward to seeing it. I really am. No Iris Heart or Plutia in it though. But, you know, all good things have to come to an end. I'm just glad we got to spend some time with her as we did. But yeah, I think she's in another spin-off game we've got. Kitty Guardian has gifted me, which we can play at a later date as well. Probably play off the other spin-off games of this after Mega Dimension 7. There is one where she makes another appearance, so that's alright. So she's still yet to appear in another game, which is good. But we can play. But I'll go straight into Mega Dimension 7 after this, if people want me to. Or if they don't, I'll go on to it when I'm good and ready. But anyway, this is pretty easy so far. Like I said, this is Ram. Sorry, Ram's, like I said, her standard move here now is much better. I think it's just like basically a sort of, you know, laser beam move. It goes through everything, goes through multiple enemies. It's pretty useful. Long range attack as well. You can just hover away, just pummel them to death without really any problems. So you look at that, over 999 hits, over 9,999,999 damage. It's just a hard really. Although, having said that, this whale dude is pretty powerful. I'd like to beat him, but I'm going to beat him before the things. I'm going to beat him. Come on, whale. Did we beat him? I think we beat him. Yeah, nicely done. 44 Clyde's medal. Oh, we need more Clyde medals actually. That's good. I needed some more. Clyde's got the Clyde medals, the Ghost medals. Yeah, I need more of those. That's quite good. Let's have a look at City. Or City Watch. No. Go back to medal collection. Clyde medals I need more of. to get Caliburn, which is Noir's ultimate weapon. So that's an easy way to get some more Clyde stuff then. Well, that's good to know. Cool beans. Right, we've reached 50 files, so we're going to go back on ourselves on the saving, but that's fine.
Right.
So we've done that, so good for that. What's this one? Why is the world filled with so many enemies and so much love? I wish everything would explode. I used to think that way, but not anymore. I don't really want that to happen. Okay, let's have Noir then, and Blanc maybe? What Dengiko like? No, she's fine. What's Vert like? No, she's fine. What's Ram like? Yeah, she's fine. Uni's fine. Netgear's fine. Oh, Neptune. Yeah, let's have Neptune then. Cool beans, but we'll start with Noir.
Now loading.
At least we get to see all the girls in action. It's like I'm not picking the same ones over and over. It's a bit of variety, which is good. I'll tell you that this Xbox One controller is fantastic. I really like the Xbox One controller. It's my favourite controller. Pretty much of all time, I think. It's a great... At least the Xbox One S controller, when they tweaked it a bit, it's got a nice textured grip on it. Oh, that's a lovely controller. Really like this controller. Never really been, like I said, I mean, over the years, I've not really been like a Microsoft fanboy. I used to be a Sony fanboy through and through. Though I used to like Sega as well. I love Sega Mega Drive. But I never got a Dreamcast or a Saturn, not until I started collecting. But I did get a PlayStation and an N64, and then I stuck to the PlayStation, really. And I was a PlayStation fanboy up until the end of the PS3, Xbox 360 era. You know, just shortly before they announced the PS4 and the Xbox One. Then I sort of kind of got an Xbox 360 for my 21st birthday, and with the Kinect, and I thought, all right, well, I've got one now, so I might as well check it out. And it was pretty cool. Like, I played Mass Effect on it, and didn't like Halo. Not really a Halo fan. Apart from Halo Reach, I like Halo Reach. Halo Reach is my favourite. If you know, I liked Halo Reach a lot. So that was a good game. That was. But no, I ended up liking the Xbox, and I did like the 360 controller, but I preferred the PS3 controller because my hands are quite small. So the PS3 controller was better for me because it was better for smaller hands. The PS3 controller, which a lot of people don't have small hands, they have normal to big hands, so they preferred the 360 controller because it was chunkier. But the Xbox One controller, for some reason, it is a bit bigger than the 360 controller, but in the right ways. And I don't know why that's the case, but it's like it's bigger in the right ways. It just feels really nice to play it. Much better than the PS4 controller. I don't like the PS4 controller that much. It's too wide. I can't. It feels too long. It doesn't feel right. It's not uncomfortable or anything. It's just too long for what it is. I've heard they've tweaked that a little bit as well for the PS4 Pro and all that, but I don't know what the controller's like for that. I haven't tried it, but the Xbox One X controller is very nice. I've got a white version. It's a very nice controller. Buttons feel responsive, triggers are responsive. It's a lovely controller. The D-pad's much better on this than the old 360 one. It's not the perfect D-pad, it's a way better D-pad than the 360 one. I'd like to try an Xbox One Elite controller, because you can detach buttons and detach different D-pads on it, and it's got a better build quality, so it should last a long time, you know. But to be honest with you, this one I've got, more than enough really. It's fine. So I'll probably just stick with this one. Why waste money when I don't need to? I'm trying to save money badly now. I'm getting better though, getting a lot better, but I've still got a long way to go. We're getting there. But anyway, this is taking forever, but we've only got to kill 300 enemies, haven't we? So let's just kill this boss enemy actually if we can, because the reason why I want to kill this boss enemy is because I need more of his coins. Are you dead yet? He's dead. Good time. Ooh, another boss. Right, let's kill this boss enemy. Let's just focus on the boss enemy for now. Plummets, I think I need to get more plummet coins. I can't remember. That's the honest answer on that one. He's dead as well. Is he dead? Is he dead? He's dead.
From above?
Another one. Okay, I just want to see if we can get any more coins off them.
How boring.
Okay, was he dead? He's dead. Any more coins? No, it doesn't seem to be dropping any coins. It's just really winding me up a bit. However, they're very easy to kill, so I'll just keep killing each other. I'm not trying to pad out the video or anything, because, you know, I always ramble on for ages and get bored. No, there was a coin there. That's handy. Stop pummeling me, Tetrisy thing. I'm not going to defeat all 300 enemies as just these big dudes, don't worry. I'm just going to kill a few of them to get some more coins. Okay, let's finish this off then.
Looks useful.
A boss! It's not really that powerful though.
How boring.
A boss! Let's do this. This should kill it. Yeah, nicely done. Got some more planet coins as well.
An item.
So yeah, but I'm...
Time's up already.
Oh no! Oh, we've lost our HDD. Okay, that could change things up a bit, although really probably not, to be honest with you.
That is simple.
Fine.
Careful, this one's a
So we've got 35 more enemies to go. Easy enough.
Did you really think I'd
He's dropping about 2 coins time, I think, so that's useful actually. Because like I said, I think I need. Actually, I don't know if I do need the coins from anymore. Ow! Fuck. Okay, now he's getting his revenge. Please don't get your revenge on me. Ow. Okay. Okay, now there's only just these. Have I got to kill 30 of these? One at a time? I hope not. It'd be really annoying if that's the case.
Did you really think I'd lose?
Oh, have I just got to go down here to fight more of them? Down here to fight more of them? No. Okay. So have I got to fight 30 more of these dudes? Oh no, there's a...
Careful, this one's a toughie.
No, there's another bit over here, isn't there?
Careful, this one's a toughie.
Right. Oh! Oh, okay, it's whales as well. That's useful. Not bothered about dogos, we've done the dogos already, so that's fine. But the whales are good though. Boom! Okay, the whale's trying to do a sort of whirlpool attack there, but failed miserably. So 286 to go. See if we can kill more of these whales. These whales are quite tough actually, they have a lot of health. I don't think we're going to be able to kill any of them, I don't think, because the dogos are getting in the way. It's a bit of a good butt slash whiplash whirly poorly spindly widdly death attack from the whale. 6 foes left to kill. Dogos are trying to be killed, don't know why. They should be watching and spectating, but no, they want to get in on the action. I think we're not going to be able to kill a whale at this rate. No, it's too late. Never mind. We did get a few coins from the other robots though, so that's fine.
Flattery will get you anywhere.
But thanks.
Aww. So we got
Unbelievable.
193 rival mech medals. I think that's more than enough for what we need actually. I think I went a bit overboard with
Looks
that.
like I'm stronger now.
She's now level 40, which is good, and they've also gained up a lily rank. That's always handy, I suppose. So let's have a look then. Probably don't need as many medals as I did get for them. Let's have a look. Oh, we got greed radar. Netball U drop rate up. Don't really need it, but we'll unlock it anyway. Awesome. Right, whale coins. Where are the whales? Where are the whales? Oh, they're down there. Oh, we get the fake necklace as well. Hey! Defense, special powers down, damage taken reduced. Yeah, probably worth it.
Yes.
Okay, ooh, I don't know what those are, but we fought a few of them. Ooh, HP 100,
Okay.
that'll do. Nicely done. Okay,
Yeah.
anything else to grab while we're here? Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Okay, I think we're all
Yes.
good for now. Ooh, quick draft, what's that? Oh, Denki gives second special weapon, I don't care about that.
Okay.
Nothing for the nerds, yes.
Why, yes. You got it.
Okay. Oh, penguins!
Why,
Check the
yes.
penguins. Crap. Penguins. Penguins!
Yep.
Not quite. Okay, never mind. That's fine. So we're doing pretty well at the moment. I think we'll do one more quest and then we'll call that a video. Oh, we're nearly at 40% quests done as well. Blimey, we are getting there then.
Yes.
Ooh, Neptune and Famitsu. Actually, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Because I need her to level up. Famitsu's like on level 44 because she was doing some single quests on her own to grind for certain enemies.
Now loading.
Guardian CPU of Planetary in the land of purple progress. True to her looks, her positivity attracts a whole lot of people, but she's fucking
Worship
mad.
my gratitude.
350 enemies remaining. We've got multiple areas to go. Let's have a look-see then. Ah! Ooh, perfect! I need all of you. Let's just kill you for a bit then. That's perfect timing, actually. I really need all of you enemies. I need more of your medals. And I want Famitsu's best weapon, that's the illusion. So yes, at least we've now got a quest that allows you to get more of these medals, which I think is a good thing. Excellent. Couldn't ask for more. Except I've got costume break. Fuck!
Can you do something?
I will. Give me a second.
Why? Change.
Boom. Nice. Neptune in HDD4 or Purple Heart's very good in this game. She's a good all-rounder.
No escape.
And the music's cool as well. I like the music for her.
You better try.
Babooski. That's it. Kill, 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 kill. Kill them all, Neptune. 32-bit Mega Blade! Boom! That's it. Nicely done.
No escape.
Don't think extra is going up sadly, but that's okay. Damn it, costume break. Oh, didn't that boost the extra cage meter a bit? It does! Nice! Good times, that's what we want. Like I said, they're quite heavily leveled up, so for the quests we're doing at the moment, damage-wise, we're pretty well ahead of the game at the moment. But yeah, I said I like these hack and slash sorts of games. Like I said, I'd like to try Dynasty Warriors. I mean, I'm getting, like I said, off my cousin, I'm going to get Hyrule Warriors and Pokken Tournaments for the Wii U. I did have Pokken Tournament before, and that was an okay game actually. Pokken Tournament was a good little fighting game with Pokemon. It was a nice, interesting take on it. They're bringing it out on the Switch as well. I think it's called Pokken Tournament DX or EX. So it's going to have all the DLC content straight away on it, plus extra content for the Switch, which I think is pretty neat. Pokken Tournament does look pretty. It is a good fun game. Although I have to be honest with you, there is no other Pokemon players except Machamp. Why? Because Machamp's a fucking fighting Pokemon. Okay, all the other Pokemon, while they can be powerful, Machamp was the one he needed. He just kicked ass. I played the whole game as Machamp and didn't beat him. It was, mind you, I didn't beat everybody's in online play. It was just story mode. In online play, I got my ass handed to me. Of course I would. But it's a good game, Pokemon. I did like it. It was a great, interesting take on Pokemon fighting games. It really was. I still think Pokemon Stadium is the best ever Pokemon fighting game. It was just like the original Game Boy games, but brought to life in 3D, and it was only battles. You know, I know not a lot of people liked the Stadium games, but I didn't play Colosseum. Didn't play Colosseum much on the GameCube. There's a couple on the GameCube, isn't there? There's a couple of Colosseum games on there. Didn't play those. I watched a mate of mine play Colosseum, but it wasn't quite the same as Pokemon Stadium. It had Pokemon Stadium mechanics in it, but it was like had its own story, which I think is pretty good actually. It fleshed out, you know, the Pokemon Stadium concept. Perhaps I might get a copy of it in the future and try it, you know, for old time's sake. Because it was when Ruby and Sapphire were out, and that's when I sort of stopped playing Pokemon. Because Ruby and Sapphire were pretty crap games in my opinion. Didn't like the new Pokemon. Didn't think the story was that great. Did get Emerald. Emerald was good. Did enjoy that, and then I stopped for a bit, and then I got back into it only a couple of years ago with Black version 2. Enjoyed Black version 2. Again, it's more of the same pretty much after all the years that have gone by on it, but it was good to get that feel-good feeling of going back to it. And I like the story on it. Yeah, okay, same old story as the other games, but it just had a bit more Pokemon feel to it. And then I got Pokemon Y for the 3DS, and that was not very good. I didn't really like that game that much. I was a bit disappointed in it. The 3D on it was what let me down. I was really hoping for a kick-ass 3D Pokemon game, and I know a lot of people don't use 3D on their 3DSs, so I guess they had to cater to the majority audience, but I was really let down. I think if they'd have made that game... Ooh. We'll give it a go, over here. If they'd have really taken the 3D to a whole new level on 3DS, so you have the option to have the 3D, and they really made the 3D come alive, even though they knew that most people would only play in 2D mode. If they just did it for the 20%, it would have been a much better game. 3D was what would have sold it for me. But even so, the story of Pokemon X and Y was just not that great. I know they changed it up a bit, and I think that's good. They tried to change it up a little bit, and I like the camera view. I had no problem with the camera view, and the slight change in play style was fine. Just was a bit of a lackluster game. That was all. It just didn't. It broke away from tradition, not in the right way. If that makes sense. Just in my opinion. That's just my opinion. But I haven't played Sun and Moon. I've heard Sun and Moon. They really have fleshed it out a bit more compared to X and Y. I've heard Sun and Moon's really good. Again, not much 3D in it though. They've really downplayed the 3D in it, which is a shame. I've seen my cousin play a bit of it. It still looks really good, so I might one day get a copy of that and play it. But I'm not in a rush to get it. They did also release Alpha Omega and no, the Alpha Ruby and Omega Sapphire, didn't they? They re-released those. They look quite interesting, but again, I wasn't a fan of Ruby and Sapphire, so I wasn't desperate to go and get those. But I've heard they were quite good. But again, if you didn't like Ruby and Sapphire, then I thought, well, there's no point in me getting it. I did like, my favourite Pokemon games were Gold and Silver, specifically Silver. Silver version was the version I got when I was younger. And I've never played Gold, was it Heart Gold and Soul Silver on the DS? I really want to get copies of Soul Silver and play it. Never got a chance to play that. You know, I don't know why I never got. I nearly bought it back in the day, and I just couldn't for some reason vouch myself to do it. So I just thought, oh, it's only a remake. But I should have done. I really should have done. I like Soul Silver. I like Silver and Gold. They were my favourite Pokemon games. That's how old school I am now. I can't believe how old I am. It really hits you after a while. But never mind. Anyway, let's not get depressed and nostalgic that badly. Let's keep kicking these guys' ass. I'm only kicking these guys' ass because I need more of their medals. I think that's right. I don't know, but we're about to get to the last few enemies now, and we're done. At least we've got a load of plant medal ladies and the other machine medals. Let's have a look. How many did we get? 48 and 47? Yeah, that works.
I'm not feeling it today, or awesome.
What do you mean not feeling it today? You did alright. What did I get meth for? Stupid game.
Famitsu, tell me you caught my awesome moves on camera. I did, but that was only the tip of the iceberg, right? Is something the matter? Are you worrying about my wanting to show off the cute side of you CPUs in my article? If I'm as honest as a fudge brownie, I thought Nepgear was aiming to take over my spot as the main character. She doesn't seem the type to do that. It's nothing she'd do intentionally, but she has been on a groove with getting people to like her more. I want to prove that I've got what it takes to be the lead, and I want to do it with a bang. Okay, gotcha. I'll emphasize your cute demeanor and promote your name heavily. Kickin'. Next order of business is to dump my workload onto Nepgear so she can rocket me to stardom.
What a lovely sister you are.
That really sounds like something you should do yourself.
Yeah, you try telling me
Now
that.
loading.
Right, okay, 40% quest done. I think that'll do for a video for now, don't you think? I think I've had enough of me rambling if you've stayed this long. Well done. So yeah, we'll carry on like normal next time. I'll do a little bit more grinding to get some more medals, but I think after that, I can grind away to get the ultimate weapons I really want, and then after that, that's pretty much it, really.
Yep.
So yeah, they don't give you ultimate weapons. Yep. These do. We have now got Uni's ultimate weapon.
Yes.
That's good. Happy about that.
Yes.
And power plus 20. I've now got power plus 20, so I just need to get Famitsu's ultimate weapon. So let's equip it to Uni while we're here, so I don't forget. Excellent. She could be quite good Uni actually as well.
Nope.
There you go. Right, so anyway, so can I say thank you very much for watching if you have done. Hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, next time we'll carry on. So take it easy, have a good one, hope you're well. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.